well. Hello. Welcome,
Hi,
Shauna.
hi, Consulina. Nice to see you.
Good to see you again. I'm so excited to have you back because I've been listening to a lot of buzz around town about niche models and talent. And
Ooh.
I just want to know a little bit about what's going on with your strong presence in modeling and acting in Hawaii. What do you think contribute to that?
Oh, well, goodness. I mean, I'm that's exciting. We're here. There's buzz. I don't know what it could possibly be, but I think I've been feeling it too. We've been having a lot of inquiries about the agency, a lot of international clients coming to Hawaii to shoot, a lot of national and international models inquiring to become models and talent at our agency, which is it's felt like there's definitely some kind of buzz going because I'm feeling it. I don't know if it's social media. There's a lot of great TV shows that are shooting in Hawaii, and I think people are seeing them, and maybe they're also seeing photo shoots that are happening, possibly influencers that are, showing what they're doing in Hawaii and all of the fun jobs that we have going on here. I mean, we do live in $1 million location, so that does help.
Those are absolutely great examples of the buzz that's happening. And I want to veer away from because I'm so curious about something. How did you get in the business? Opening up, being the founder of your niche models and talent. How did you get into this business?
It's interesting. Niche started in 2009, so we've been around for 15 years. And before I started Niche, I was modeling and doing lots of commercials and having my own career for about 17 years, I think it was altogether. And then Niche sort of happened, and it just was very organic, actually, the way that it happened. I think there was one agency that was closing down here, and I just sort of happened to be in a situation where some friends needed models, and I had a baby, and I just wasn't modeling myself anymore, and I put it together. So
wow.
Yeah.
And was it a difficult transition from, I know that you modeled a lot when starting as a teenage model around the whole world, and was it a difficult transition when you switched from modeling to owning and running your agency?
No, not at all. I mean, I was really done with modeling and acting, and I was really more interested in the business side of the industry. So it wasn't a hard segue at all.
Right. And, probably throughout your career, you have so many contacts that you have mentioned. And, how deep does those contacts go?
It's interesting because it's layers of life, really. So, people that I knew from, as early as like my teens, all the way through my 20s, traveling to different countries in the world and different markets in New York, Miami, LA, Sydney, Milano, Cape Town,
wow,
Madrid, where a lot of in Germany. Hello. I worked a lot with the Germans. So we've had, quite a few, and then always back to Hawaii, always back to Hawaii. And it's amazing how many people just, being in the business for so many years, it's just a network. So I don't, it's an interesting question, but yeah, it's an interesting network. It's a small little world once you are in it for a while. And I always try to tell the models that, this is a small world here. We all kind of know each other. So, be careful about the bridges that you burn, and, always treat people with respect, and, everyone that you're working with on the set, always treat them with the utmost, kindness and gratitude, because it gets around, and if you're a delight to work with, people will want to work with you more. So I always really encourage the models and the talent to make sure that they show gratitude and appreciation for this glorious business that we're in, because it's fragile and it can go away quickly if you don't treat it with respect. So
right. One of the things is that I want to ask you is that, do you find that the 80-20 rule applies to your business?
Oh, the 80-20. Yes, I do believe that. It does kind of it pans out somehow always. It's usually the 20% of the clients bring in 80% of the income. 20% of the models and talent bring in 80% of the jobs.
Wow.
And it's usually because the 20% that are hustling and working and keeping really, on point with the castings, keeping up with their pictures, their portfolio, their clients, doing everything right, the people that are really in it, they're the ones that are working. They're the ones that are being called back. They're the ones that people are interested in because they just keep themselves relevant. The 80%, we notice, are a little bit slower to respond or not respond at all, or, their answering machines are full or not working at all, or, there's just little things like that are huge. And it's like, if we can't get in touch with you right away and you don't get right back to us, then a lot of times you miss out on the job.
That's right.
So it's really about just keeping all of your materials up to date, making sure that you're in constant communication with the agency, always keeping your resume up to date. It really is helpful.
Right.
It really is helpful.
Right. I do notice that you spend a lot of time helping your talent in your company, update their photos, new photo shoots. You really spend a lot of time on that. And
I do. I noticed that one of the ways to really stay relevant in the business, especially modeling, is to keep your portfolio up with each season if you can. If you're not working, be test shooting. It's just it really just makes your book fresh all the time. It makes your pictures fresh, and now with Instagram and social media, you just have to have content. So the better content that you have, the more people are going to be interested in booking you.
Right, that is, and the same I would presume for acting, for the acting department, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. How would you advise your actors to prepare and get ready for their work? What would you say?
Well, one of the things is as Consuelina, being one of Hawaii's top acting coaches, is stay in class, constantly be doing scene work, constantly be doing showcases with casting directors, audition for plays, be in as many plays as you can around town if you're not on a TV series or if you're not doing a film. Just actors act. That's the number one thing. And also don't get lazy with your photos. Keep your photos fresh. Keep your look fresh. Keep everything, your resume building and current. And if it gets slow, create your own content. Write your own scripts and get a little film crew together and shoot some scenes to update your reel. Create.
Right. Just great advice. I'm listening these words. We always need reminders. This is great.
So one more thing too, just to add to that, if you don't make the content, then go to the UH Film School. Has a fantastic film school with film students who are looking for actors, and let them introduce yourself to them and let them know that you want to do student films. Tom Cruise did 125 student films before he ever booked a paying role. So it's just getting that experience of working with different directors and crews and other actors and just building your skills.
Right. I thank you so much for your time today. It's been really enlightening to hear all your advice. And I really appreciate having this conversation with you. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you, Consolina. It's been my pleasure.